Narrow little stance, keep your body moving, hands behind the head. Keep those legs straight, push the butt back. Go down until you feel a tight squeeze in those hamstrings. Come right back up, squeeze the glutes. Keep that chest up, you're taking your chest over your toes. Squeeze. What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to another Workout Wednesday. I've been getting a lot of questions recently about a true bodyweight beginner workout. So we're gonna run through today, no impact, nothing too crazy. Stick with me throughout the whole thing. I'm gonna show you the movements. We're gonna go through them together. If there's something you feel that's a little bit more difficult, just make sure you're doing the movement, because any movement is better than no movement. So we're gonna run through this. We're gonna have a quick little warm up. It's gonna be about 3 minutes, no rest in between. And I really want you to focus on in between, on the rest periods during our working sets, to keep moving that body. Whether it's a march, just marching your knees, whether it's moving your arms, just keep your body moving, keep the blood flowing, just to keep that heart rate going and make sure your body is ready for the next exercise. With that said, we're gonna jump right into it. Have a lot of fun, put your mind to it, don't forget to smile, let's do it. I'll see you in there. I said I'll see you in there, but I'm already in here. So while you're here, don't forget to like this video, comment what you want to see more of, as you obviously already have. Don't forget to subscribe if you're watching these videos, hit the bell icon. That's enough of the YouTube pitch, let's have a workout. All right, my friends, we're gonna get going with a butt kick. You're not doing any impact, here we go. We're just gonna take those heels to the butt. You were just going for 30 seconds here. We're gonna get those legs warmed up. Try to think about keeping that core tight, flexing that core, because anything that we can do in this workout, we can make it a core movement just by activating it with that tight squeeze right in here. We're also just getting some blood going into the legs. Make sure you control your breathing throughout this workout, in through the nose, out to the mouth. We're gonna go right into the next exercise, which is just gonna be arm circles. Standing right here, small little arm circles. Try to keep that core tight. Nice and tight, nice and tight, nice and tight. No big arm circles here, going 30 seconds. This is just our warm up, get that blood flowing, getting everything activated. 10 more seconds, keep that core tight. 5 seconds, next one we're gonna go into is a step reach. So here we go, we're gonna go step, reach, step, reach. Get a little tap in there if you want. Reaching across the body. 1, 2, reach. 1, 2, reach. You don't have to go as fast as I'm going. And right into the next one, we're just gonna keep a stance right here. We're gonna go a little bit wider, and you're just gonna crunch one knee to the next. Here we go, reach up, crunch, tap, crunch, reach, crunch. If you wanna interlock those hands, create a little force, that's good. Should feel a nice burn in that right leg. Approaching 30 seconds here, and switch. Here we go. Other side, crunch, reach. Get a really good extension with that reach. Ooh, I was off balance right there. Keep your balance. Focusing on the move. Getting a little bounce in the toe. Staying athletic. And next one, we're gonna go a seal jack without the impact. So we're gonna flex the hands up right in here, kind of like a windshield wiper. Keeping that core tight. Opening the blinds, we could call them. 5 seconds. Keeping those hands flexed. Feel that back squeeze. Rear delts and rest. We're gonna go a 15-second rest right here. Remember what I said? Keep marching along through this. Whatever you gotta do, keep the body moving. Keep that blood flowing, having a little fun. After this 15 seconds, hey, it's been 15 seconds, we're gonna go into an air squat. 45 seconds. Descend through those heels, push up through the toes. Go at your own pace, just make sure you're working that movement. Breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. Think about pushing your knees out as you squat up, and when you come through, you're really squeezing your bum to activate that core as well. 3 seconds, and rest. You have 15 seconds. We'll go into our next exercise. This is first working set. And we're gonna go down into a high plank, just a nice, steady march. Hands underneath the shoulders, nice, slow, steady march. Go at your own pace. Really just trying to keep that core tight. Don't let the bum sag. Keep that core tight all the way through. Getting some good shoulder work in here, right here, with the stability through the shoulder girdle. And standing back up for your rest. You got 15 seconds. Keeping that march going. Just 2 exercises for the working sets, 2 times through. We're gonna go right back into the air squats. Be careful when you stand up. Grab a drink if you need it. Changing that eye level might change, give you a little lightheadedness, but that's okay. Going back into the air squats, here we go. And that lightheadedness comes just from changing the blood flow so quickly. So don't worry about it, it's normal. Going at your own pace. Remember, feel the movement, quality over quantity here. 10 seconds. Pushing that bum back. You can make that a song, bum back, bum back. And rest. Shake it out a little, get your arms. Shake your body, move your body, whatever you gotta do. Keep the blood flowing. Got 5 seconds, we're gonna go back down into that high plank stance. Crunching those knees to the chest, here we go. Hands under the shoulders, crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch. With each crunch, focus on a breath out. If it helps, think about flexing that toe towards you. Have a little more control of the core. "15 seconds, all the way through, at your own pace. Having a little fun with it. If you got some music going, if you're listening to this music, find a rhythm. And rest, standing up. Never want to rest on the ground. We got to keep that heart rate going. That is 1 working set. Our next working set after 15 seconds, we're gonna go into good morning. So I'm gonna go a side angle right here. Narrow little stance, keep your body moving, hands behind the head. Keep those legs straight, push the butt back. Go down until you feel a tight squeeze in those hamstrings. Come right back up, squeeze the glutes. Keep that chest up. You're taking your chest over your toes. Squeeze. If you can't go hands above the head, that's okay. Just go hands here. Feel those hamstrings, squeeze. Hamstrings, squeeze. You really want to focus on those hamstrings and those glutes. Tightening and pulling through the heel. Think about pushing back through the hips and through the heels. Squeeze. Taking that chest over toes until you feel that tightness. Squeeze and rest. Keep it going, keep it going. Next one we're gonna have is kind of like a squat, but we're gonna touch the ground, reach up overhead, get some of that overhead movement in, switch up the blood flow. in the arms. Here we go. So we're gonna be a little squat, up, squat, up. It's okay to get a little momentum here. Really focusing on the reach. Again, no impact, protecting those joints here. Really thinking about keeping that chest up as you touch the ground. "12 seconds. Keep it up, my friends. Keep it up, my friends. The burn is okay. That means you're doing something good. And rest. Shake it out. Shake it out. March. March, keeping that heart rate up. Want to keep the blood flowing right back into those good mornings. These slower moves right here are also a good time to focus on your breath. Focus on the rest. Here we go. I'm gonna go hands behind the head. Down, squeeze. Again, keep that core tight, especially when you squeeze those glutes at the top. Slight bend in the knees, but also trying to keep those legs as straight as possible, but not all the way straight, obviously. Hips go first, then the butt. And last one, rest. Siri's yelling at me. Here we go. 15 seconds rest. We'll go back down into that ground to overhead reach, squatty thingy. Here we go. Touching the ground, reaching up, big reach. Be cognizant of what you're doing with your hands. Straighten those arms up overhead. You can feel a good squeeze in your traps, which are the muscles at the bottom of your neck that go into your shoulders. It's just like an overhead press, just without any weight, but still working that same range of motion, so that when we keep progressing and we get to those weights and that load becomes a little bit easier and your body's done it before. Here we go, rest. Good stuff right there. That's 2 sets done. We got 2 more working sets, so you're halfway through, and then a little cool down to knock this thing out. Got 15 seconds. Next one we're gonna do is a glute bridge. On your back, take your heels to your bum, hands down, squeeze the butt up in the air. Really focus on pushing with those heels. Tap, squeeze, tap, squeeze. Should feel a good squeeze in that lower back and into the glutes, that's okay. 12 seconds here. Really focusing on those heels. This is also working that back side of the core, rest. I know I said don't rest by laying on the ground. Just keep some kind of movement. The next one we're gonna do is a lying march. So you're gonna go hands on the ground, head up, just a tight squeeze. Take those heels down, just crunch that knee up. If you can, you feel like this is a little too easy, you can go 6 inches and march. For our purposes, let's go on the ground. Just keep those knees off the ground. Keep that chin tucked, really activating that lower core into your obliques. Trying to keep those shoulder blades off the ground. Same kind of idea as that high plank step up, except on the ground. Here we go, 3 seconds, 2, and rest. Good stuff, my friends. Just like that, halfway through the 3rd set, keeping it moving. It's all right to look like a fish out of water. here, keeping that blood flowing. Glute bridges, here we go again. Hands down next to the butt. Squeeze up through the glutes. Tap, squeeze. Going at your own pace. Breathing out on that squeeze at the top. 8 seconds, come on, all the way through. Feel the burn, it's a good burn. Your bum. And rest. Good, those legs might be a little tight. Just moving them as much as you can. Keep that blood flowing in the legs. You got 2 seconds, we're gonna go back into that march. Pick those shoulder blades up off the ground, march. Dig those heels in, get a little bit of hamstring work as well. "12 seconds, finish it out, my friends. Keeping that static hold by keeping your chin tucked, shoulder blades off the ground, resist the time. We're gonna stand up after this just to get that blood flowing all the way in the upper body. Again, stand up, resting for 15 seconds. Just 15 seconds of standing up, and then we're gonna go back on the ground, a high plank, shoulder tap, and some crunches. And here we go, high plank, shoulder tap. Hands are underneath the shoulders, wide feet, just tapping those shoulders. Try not to rock the hips, keeping those hips square to the ground. Go as fast as you want or as slow as you want. Control, control, control. You're gonna feel your core tight. Shoulders burning a little, that's good. Don't sag the hips, try to keep them up. And rest. Good, you can kind of come to your knees right here. Shake it out if you want. Next one we're gonna do is crunches. Same idea as the last, really focusing on tucking that chin and getting those shoulder blades off the ground. We're just gonna go this top half, crunch. Crunch. Focus on that breathing. Remember that range of motion, going all the way down, letting the muscle stretch and then contract at the top. 8 seconds, here we go. And rest. Back to the knees if you want. Keep it flowing, keep it flowing, keep it flowing. 3 seconds, back into the shoulder taps. Last working set right here, here we go. Nice and slow and controlled. The wider your feet are, the easier it gets if you need it. Really focusing on stabling those hips square to the ground. And 10 seconds, keeping it all the way through. Good pace, my friends. Last ones, finish them out strong, and rest. Back on your feet, we're gonna go right back to the top with those butt kicks, arm circles, step, step, reach, reach and crunch, and our jacks to finish it off. Here we go, you got 15 seconds, keeping it going. Here we go with the butt kicks. Just taking those heels to the butt. Think about that tight core. Your core is gonna be tight anyways from the core movements that we were doing. Feeling those legs underneath you. Going for 30 seconds here, and then we'll go right back into the next one, which is our arm circles. Might be a little tougher, that's okay. It's just to cool down, re-engage, get the blood flowing to end this thing. Here we go. Stand, tight core, arms out. Nice, tall chest, tall spine, tight circles. Keep that core tight. Come on, all the way through, keeping it tight. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and next one, we're gonna step, step, reach, step, step, reach, step, step, reach, step, reach, step, step, reach. Reaching all the way up and across. Think about a lat pull down in the gym and an overhead press. When you reach up, you're pressing. When you come down, you're pulling that lat in. Create force by making a fist and rest. Going right side first, right knee. Reach, crunch, reach, crunch, reach, crunch. Staying in that toe on the one that you're tapping. That leg that's staying stagnant. Thinking about that heel all the way up to the toe. Reach, crunch, reach, crunch. Get a little momentum if you need it. And switching it. Grind it out right here. Finish it strong. Reach, crunch. Staying in that toe. Taking that elbow and the hands to the hip pocket. Chest up on the reach. All the way through. When you got one last exercise for the cool down. Here we go. Feet wide, hands up. Call these our seal jacks without the impact, but I like to call them opening the blinds too. Really focusing on that tight core to end this thing. Squeeze those shoulders back. Feel the trap squeeze. Rear delt, just the back of your shoulders. Feel it, feel it, feel it. To end this thing. Chest up, chin up, head up, and we are done. Hope you're feeling good, hope you're living right. I hope that workout will suffice for your beginner needs. We went through a lot of movements that are gonna really work your core, your foundation. You'll notice we started with the foundation and the legs. That's where all of our hormones start. Think about gravity going all the way down, wake it all up, keeping the blood flowing throughout the workout, getting everything worked in there. Once you begin to kind of be in touch with those movements like the overhead reach and pull and associate that with something like strength training where you are pressing with weights or pulling with a lat pull down, really be in tune with those the next time you do this workout so that you can feel those muscles work and really be in tune with the mind to muscle connection. So with that said, incorporate this workout 2 to 3 times, 4 times a week, depending on your level. If you're a beginner, two times is better than nothing. 1 time is better than nothing. Any movement is better than no movement. If you haven't scheduled time in to your schedule to get these workouts in, walk 10,000 steps. The average human being walks 3 to 5 miles, probably 3 miles a day. So if you can incorporate 1 mile of walking at the beginning of your day when you wake up, and a mile maybe after dinner before you go to bed, you're at that 4 or 5 mile mark. That's 8 to 10,000 steps. You're doing great. So that said, start incorporating these healthy habits. Go out there, do great things, have an awesome freaking day. And I should mention, if you want more workouts like this, go to my app at www.nickwalkerfitness.app. Follow me on all platforms, Nick Walker Fitness on Instagram, Nikki_Waka, Nikki with a Y, W-A-K-A, on TikTok, Nick Walker Fitness. Join my Facebook group. This is a lot of sales. I'll leave the links in the description. Have an awesome freaking day, and don't forget to smile.